Hey everyone, welcome to our new campaign, the second arc, where we will be playing Mutant E1-The, another amazing game from Free League Publishing. If you didn't catch our character creation that we live streamed a couple weeks back, that is up on our YouTube channel. You can find it there. We kind of sat down for a couple hours and hashed out everyone's characters for this new campaign. For those people listening that have listened to our previous shows before, welcome back. And I'm glad you're still sticking with us as we move into this slightly different post-apocalyptic setting. For those of you that this is the first time you're listening to a Dork Day Afternoon podcast, the first campaign we ran was actually Twilight 2000. If you're interested, you could go back and listen to that too. It's amazing, if I do say so myself, and we had an amazing time playing that. There's 167 episodes, not counting the character creation episode, which I guess makes it 168. And we had a blast. It was a really fun campaign that we played. I don't know if fun's the right word, but it was a really good time. And all of us really enjoyed it and are really proud of the story that we ended up sandboxing out of that. But moving forward, this is going to be Mutant E1-The. It's a slightly different setting. It's still post-apocalyptic, but in this new setting, everyone's playing a character that's part of the people, I guess, is the general nomenclature in the game. They're all humans that have some sort of mutant ability, and they're all part of this settlement called the Ark, right? And we kind of picked, or I picked, I guess, a location of Chicago for the beginning of this campaign, and the rest of the guys ended up picking Wrigleyville as their location for the actual arc, which for me as a Cubs fan was amazing. And I love that. All of that is in the character creation, so I'm not going to dive into that too much there. But what I do want to say is, one, welcome. Two, for people returning, thank you so much for coming back and continuing to listen to us. To our patrons, thank you so much for supporting us. Also, special thanks to Free League Publishing for making such amazing games and being so kind to let us play them like this. And also special thanks to a band local to the town I live in, Houston, Texas, called Mother Ghost. One of the members of that band, this guy Thomas, he's a really good friend of mine, and I really appreciate the music that they provide for our shows. And then last but not least, thank you to my co-hosts, Jeremiah, my brother, Brian, Chris, and Kyle. They've done amazing work as players, all four of them, and the characters that they've played have been interesting. And also special thanks to Jeremiah and Brian for the times that they've stepped up and GM'd some of the other games that we've run. If you want to look into becoming a patron of us, you can find us on Patreon. The link will be in the show notes for this episode. Also, links where you can find games from Free League Publishing and more music from Mother Ghost. So check all of those things out. Anyway, without further ado, welcome to episode 1 of the second arc, A Man Named Oz. So this is where I want to start. If it was on camera, it'd be black. And we can hear the rustle and like murmurs of a crowd. And as the camera would come up, we see a crowd of people at this intersection. And we can see this big red sign, and it says Wrigley Field, home of Chicago Cubs. And below it, it's got the score right now. We can see that they're in the bottom of the 10th, and it's 8-7. And everyone's just standing there. It's just this like hush over the crowd. All of a sudden, some people start cheering in the crowd, and the scoreboard switches over and it says the Cubs win across. And the whole crowd just goes into this uproar. And so it's just like everyone's like loudly screaming, and the camera would tilt up, and it's like on a drone shot. pans across the city, and we could just see people in the streets all through Wrigley, and we see downtown Chicago. It's pointed south now. We could just see like the city lights and like the streets and cars going down the road in the distance on the highway, and starts to go faster as the sound of the cheering goes away, and then we see the sun come up and the sun go down, sun come up, sun go down. And we just see this constant shift of time lapse as it's going whoo, 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 whoo. And we could see some more buildings being built in the skyline, and then big flash behind it, just poof, big flash of white. And as this goes, we can see some of the windows start to crack and fall out in the same view. And you can see this haze across the city. And we can just see, like, when it's on those nighttime bits of that time lapse, the lights are getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, fewer lights around the city. Windows in the skyscrapers start to crack and weather and fall out. And in the distance, a couple of buildings from the downtown area start to collapse, and the shorter buildings between start to slowly deteriorate, and you see some of them collapse. You see Mother Nature starting to grow up and over some of the debris and the ruins. The camera would come back down and drop back down to that same area. We can see some of the letters have fallen off the sign out front. It just basically says like Rig, L, home. That's it, is what's left on that sign. And we can see a skull in the street. It's empty. It's silent. We go across it. We can see these like watchtowers on the outside of the stadium. And we can see like what looks like a moat that they're in the process of digging around the stadium here at Clark and Addison, where it's like now there's a lot more dirt than just asphalt. And we go into the stadium and we go over it. On the actual field, people are camped out. There's makeshift tents. There's people in what were the stands, and the ivy that once made up the wall on the back of the field is now just like grown all over the stadium. So like the whole thing is covered in ivy. And we go up to one of the towers on the backside behind the home run wall, and we see Kyle. What does your character look like? It's nighttime, by the way. Well, early morning, late night.
So Yorick is he's always in the towers. He's always watching. He's always spying on everybody because he's a collector of information. Information is key. Who's got what? Who's got it from whom? You know, whatever the dirt is, he's there. But he's just a short, slender guy. Suit jacket. It's kind of at one point you can tell it was a burgundy suit jacket, coat top. It's mostly brown now. It's dirty. Pants were at one point just black slacks, but dirty. The shirt he wears under it's a bright green. So he stands out, you know, as much as he can with that. It's the evening, but normally if it's not the evening, he always has sunglasses on, a hat if he can. And like I said, he's always eavesdropping, watching people. There's always a deal going on. There's always something to connive.
And Toad was your buddy, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I'm smaller than the average person here. I'm short. You know, not a lot of build there. So, you know, Toad was the first person that I used to help be my enforcer. If, you know, somebody ripped me off, I went to Toad to help me out.
And Toad's standing up on the tower with you and looking out. And the camera would drift down from there to the scoreboard, or what remains of the scoreboard behind center field, and we see Jeremy.
So Demeter's in her dormitory, and the camera pulls in, and there's a orange and blue boombox sitting off to the side, and it's playing, and there's this hiss coming out of it, and she's just wearing a t-shirt and her jacket's up on the side, and her skin is kind of brown with spots of white in it, and those spots of white even go up into her black hair. And she's working on something, and this tape hiss is going, and shh, and it says, "Mankind can keep alive thanks to its brilliance." And the tape stops, and she's working by candlelight and goes, "Fuck." So she stands up and she grabs her jacket, puts it on, and grabs the water pump she's been working on and walks out of the dorm.
And we see her walking down the side of the stadium, and she walks along, and she walks past one of the concession stands where we see Chris's character.
Gasper and his dog Titus are laying on the ground sleeping by where it's way past, but where like the fry machines were, because it's like kind of a cubby.
Mm-hmm.
And they slowly he wakes up, and immediately the dog Titus jerks his head up because it's time to get up. Gasper's average height, very skinny, stringy long hair, dark hair down to his like shoulders, and like a scraggly wannabe beard, but he can't grow a beard yet. He's wearing like jeans, boots, and like one of those a black t-shirt, and one of those like jean jackets that had the fake like white puffy, not fur, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And he gets up, and Titus immediately jumps up, and they make their way to out of the concession stand, and he tells Titus, "Okay, time to hunt for breakfast."
Woof.
And they start walking along like the corridors inside the stadium.
So we start to drop down, and we go through the floor of the third base line, and we go down into the locker room, and we see the coach's office, and we see an old man laying in bed, and he's like, dog, 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 dog. And Brian, you're there. But you see this, the elder is laying there. He's like, wakes up. He's like, dog, I have to piss.
You then hear it zooms in on a like a rusty, nasty looking bucket, something that like probably the players used to spit chew into, and you see the urine stream starting to hit into the bucket, and you see these frail old legs over the side of a bed. As the camera continues to pull back, you then see the old man kind of hunched over his bed, and behind him, holding him with his left arm wrapped around his torso and his right hand trying to help him aim into the bucket, we see Abba Zaba with his head up against his back, and you just see the back of his head and its patchy hair, and the piece is missing. And it pans out a little further. "Don't worry, Elder. Abba Zaba will take care of you."
Abba, I need to... and he like finishes up peeing, and he's like, I need to go up and to look. Can you take me up to the box? And you know what he's talking about, like up in the higher like part of the stadium, and you could see a chair over in the corner, a wheelchair. It's an old beat up fucking wheelchair basically that you would use to like help him get from one place to another sometimes.
"Yes, Elder. Abba will take you upstairs."
Okay. And we see Brian like wheeling him up these fucking stairs.
Well,
in a
like
wheelchair.
as he goes to push him out, you like as he comes out of the locker room into the hallway, you see Abba finally behind him, and he's wearing like a torn up jean jacket that has naked ray gun patched on the back, and he's wearing a Mike Ditka rubber mask. Like an old Halloween thing that he had found.
And we follow them up to one of the higher up, like with a press box area. And the sky's dark, right? Like there's no lights across the city, and we're looking off to the east. And he's like, the elder is like, Abba, that right there, right before the sun comes up, do you see it? That star there.
Yes, Elder.
It's they used to call that the dog star. That's Sirius right there. It's we're headed into the yellow. Yellow.
The Yellow Elder?
Do you smell that? And you see him start to like convulse, right? And he falls forward out of the chair that he's in and like begins having a seizure.
Elder, what is the yellow?
And he's just on the ground shaking.
Abba Zabba needs help. Hello? Abba Zabba needs help.
And one of the other chroniclers is right outside and sees this, and he's got like a tray that would have been like the breakfast for the elder, right? And he like drops it and goes bolting down the hall.
Spilled tray does not help Abba Zabba. I need help.
And we cut away. It's the next morning now. The sun's up, and the people, you guys, the four of you and everyone else that's here, are having a large meeting out there on the field. And there's like 5 of the, bosses and like the lead chronicler, which his name was, the fuck was his name?
Samson, that's it. And Samson's up there, and Boss Hog is one of them that's up there too. And you guys named him.
And man, we're lazy.
Boss Hog has a baseball bat, right? Then he's like tapping it on this like table. He's like, so the elder is currently incapacitated right now, and there's like a buzz happening. Like the whole crowd is like, murmuring. It's like, everyone settle down. He's not quite himself right now. He's not feeling well, but we are beginning to run low on food and supplies, and we need to figure out what we're doing next as far as like food runs, things of the sort. And this is basically just like the community meeting at this point. Like, so this is me kind of handing it to you guys on, like, you guys were in the middle of, like, the project you had going was the moat project, right? And that we can see that around the stadium on the outside. The elder is alive, but apparently had a stroke or something, however you guys would interpret a stroke, basically.
So why don't we send people out to get food? Who can we send?
Do we have any volunteers? That's why we were calling the meeting in the first place. That's still Boss Hog talking.
As a concerned citizen, I was just curious as to what the plan was. Fellow players.
What is your plan?
Abba is concerned for leader. Elder is not well. They are not telling the truth to the people.
Is this Abba saying this out loud, or is this Abba thinking this?
No, this would be Abba saying it to Demeter, because
okay.
Abba is good friends with Demeter.
What do you mean they're not telling the truth?
Abba was with the elder The elder took his morning pee and he said, "Star, dog star, the yellow," and then collapsed. The elder is not well.
Oh, fuck a truck. Fuck. Okay. So we got to get food, not just for us, because this is a problem.
Me and Titus might be able to help with that. He's got a really good sniffer. We can maybe use him to like track food.
Yes, yeah, the dog, Joy. What about shit. All right. I going into the zone is not really my thing.
York strolls up a little late to the party. Guys, I heard the leader's. He might actually be dead. That's what somebody was saying. Like,
York, that Abbott's saying.
I'm just
that,
saying.
No. You're not far off.
I also heard that this guy might have had something to do with it because he was the last to be seen with him. If you know what I mean.
What, Abbott? Did you do something to him?
No, Abbott did nothing. Yorick.
I'm just saying.
Yorick spreads lies.
No, I'm just saying.
So behind the four of you see Greasy Steve kind of like look around, and he's like, and like starts to walk off. Not you guys don't see him because he's behind you, but the audience would see Greasy Steve see you guys and heard that, and then walked off.
Fucking Greasy Steve.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, this is our place now. I mean, if we handle this the right way, we could just kind of run this.
Okay, I don't give it.
I mean, what do you mean you don't?
Look, I don't give a shit who runs it as long as, like...
Well, somebody's got to.
Yeah, that's fine, but it needs to not be fucking Greasy Steve. That motherfucker can fuck off.
Yeah, but we don't need more, you know... Don't take this the wrong way, Abba, but we don't need more chronicles telling everybody what to do every second of the day.
So the rest of the crowd, everyone else is kind of murmuring too and kind of talking and having little chats, like all over the other, 255 of people, yeah. Right? And Boss Hog starts like bam, 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 bam on the table again with the bat. It's like, everyone, you will have your turn to speak, but we need to have an organized meeting to figure out what we're doing next.
I don't really care who's in charge. Doesn't really matter. They're all the same.
Oh, so let's just give Greasy Steve the stick and be okay with it?
Oh, you know just as well as I do. There's no difference.
I'm just saying it could be us.
As long as we get some food, we're happy.
So we control the water, we control some of the food, we keep the rot away, and all of a sudden we're kings.
Yeah, but we don't have water. We don't have food. Okay, this is the thing we have to work toward.
Let's corner the market.
Okay, there's like 250 people here.
There's 250 lost people here.
So while you guys are having your conversation still, like the rest of the meeting's kind of happening. Like other people are coming up to and like saying stuff to the rest of the crowd while you guys are having your conversation, like on the side. I'm just letting you know that's canonically
it's
what's kind
still
of
carrying on. Yeah.
Like so other people come up, their voice of concerns, they're pitching their ideas and things like that, and you guys are conniving in the back. Which, by the way, I find amazing. I just want to point that out. Basically, Kyle's planning to usurp the current command structure.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the four of us. I know I can get Toad to help. And, like, let's just find a way to make this to our advantage. I mean, God rest his soul and all that fun stuff, but I don't feel like following some of these people. And I'm afraid I'm going to be stuck in a pig stall when this is all said and done, and that ain't going to happen.
Abba can be new elder. I've been elder. I've been with elder. Abba can be new elder.
Abba, you think you're up for that?
Abba knows that Abba's Abba can be new elder.
By the way, Brian, you do know that the elder is back down in, like, you helped get him back down into the coach's office, and he's in bed, but he's been kind of out of it, unconscious.
Elder is not dead yet.
That's your opinion. I mean, not what I heard.
But when Elder dies, Abba Zaba will be Elder. Abba Zaba tells truth.
Abba Zaba tells everything. Abba Zaba just docks and docks and docks and docks and docks.
Yeah, but Abba Zaba doesn't lie. Abba doesn't lie.
Abba Zaba doesn't always come through with what Abba Zaba says Abba Zaba's going to come through with all the time. So, I mean, let's
Yeah, but he's not going to bullshit us.
Who really cares who's in charge? Who's the chronicle?
The 200 and some odd people care.
Doesn't mean any difference.
Okay.
The elder schmelder. We vote for whoever leaves us alone.
I don't know that this is going to end in a vote. I think some people are going to kill each other, and eventually one person's going to rise to the top.
Literally at that moment, Boss Hog calls for a vote on the sending out expeditions to go find some food in the sector to figure out some new locations for bringing grub in.
Do we really want to do this? I don't really. I just want to work on some of the gear and get some of this shit working.
I mean, the ark's comfortable.
I mean, if it is not us that's going out, Abba Zaba is fine with more food coming in.
All in favor of a rotating of grub explorations? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
That's for everyone. It's going to be everybody will rotate.
Say. So what do we want to do?
How are you actually counting hands, just out of curiosity? Because there's a lot of us. Is there someone with a ticker or
all against?
The decision has already been made.
There's 6 people here that can count. I don't understand what the fuck we're doing here. Oh my God, these people are fucking.
The eyes have it.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, but it's an obvious majority, Jeremy. It's 5 people voted no. And 4 of you are part of that 5. The other one was Greasy Steve.
Abba voted for people to go out. And he raised his hand, and his right hand and his right finger is all scarred up.
Yeah, Abba's gonna do whatever makes Abba a good boy. I get that. But here's the thing. We're gonna end up doing whatever he wants me to do unless we can come up with something, and I don't want to do what he wants us to do.
Gasper didn't raise his hand for either one. He's like, yeah, fine, whatever.
Okay. So somehow we need to push Abba Zaba to... Abba, you gotta insert yourself, man. You gotta have some initiative. You can't just sit on the side. You're sitting on the sidelines right now. If this is the thing you want, you gotta go for it, man. I support you.
I
but
might.
You have to take some action. So what's your plan here?
Abba Zaba's plan is Elder dies, Abba Zaba becomes Elder.
Okay, that's not a 1-to-1.
Okay, Elder dies. Question mark. Abba Zaba becomes Elder.
This is what I was trying to say with Abba. There's willing it into existence, and then there's the doing.
Okay, Yorick, you're the deal making guy, right?
Yeah. We have to start benefiting, or we're gonna start losing.
Okay, you don't want Boss Hog to be in charge, right?
I don't think Boss Hog has my best interest as his best interest.
Okay, but Abba Zaba's honest and always tells the truth. Okay, look, he doesn't have to have the best idea. He just needs to be able to listen to the idea. All right?
But it's very possible if he's the leader, we're all going to get in a circle and yell at each other for 6 hours in a day.
But it's also possible that we'll all have a decent amount of equal treatment, across the board.
I'm not sure Abba Zaba's the sharpest marble.
It's okay, but he has our best interest in mind. Okay, he's a good dude. Come on, Gasper. You've known him for a long time. We've all known each other forever, right?
Yeah, he's definitely good good to us and everything, but in charge of everybody. You know what? I don't care. At least we know him. We know he'll be good for us.
So the meeting's starting to break up and everyone's kind of moving on, and they had talked about coming up with a roster for rotating, like along with the guard shifts, some coordinated efforts for going to find food.
All right, does anybody want to leave the Ark?
No. I mean, there's some things I want out there, but I don't.
So here's the thing. Are we relying on other people for water?
At the moment, yeah, it seems that way. Do we want to, though? We can't let that greasy Steve fucker in charge of any of the food or water, because they're just going to fucking put us all over a barrel. All right.
We see Greasy Steve talking to Samson.
I got to take better notes.
Samson only spreads lies.
I didn't say you guys see that. I said we see that. You guys are over here planning.
Oh, so this is the royal we, not the we us.
Yeah, like the audience we. Not the players, not the characters we.
The meta we.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not the meta we.
All right, so what's our plan here? What's the play? We got to push Abba's Abba.
Okay, so we either...
And we got to get water and food, or else we're all fucked.
We either stump for Abba here for the next couple days, or we try to stockpile stuff, which it means we leave the Ark, but, like, are you going to be alive if we leave the Ark? Can any of you? I mean, I have the utmost faith in all of you, but maybe not.
Okay, there's gonna be a rotating shift, right? Okay,
And it's eventually going to be our shift.
we just got to figure out what the order is, and then maybe maybe you can wheel and deal to keep us off that list, or trade places with someone, but then again, like whoever goes out there is going to be seen as a provider for the community.
Yeah, and if we find a bunch of stuff, we it's not like we can keep it.
Why not?
Well, no, we got to share.
They're good. It's going to contribute to the greater good. I don't know what Yurik's talking about with stockpiling.
Yeah. Half for the good and half for us. Let me see what I can find out from Bossy over there. Is Boss Hog still around, or did he disperse?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go talk to Boss Hog, that's fine. If you want to go find him, yeah.
I want to sidle around to Boss Hog.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of leading the meeting, so
You said some people were leaving. I just didn't know if there was him in a small group or just like.
Like I said, you can go to find him. What's everybody else doing too?
That's fine. I gotta go. I was on my way to go see Jethro. I will meet you guys. Right, Abba. I will meet you back up. Later on. Okay.
Later on, where?
Later on, where? Like,
Abba needs to know the location to be later on.
I mean, no, it wasn't like we're not. I don't know, just later, man. Like, we all live in the same little place. Like, I'm gonna run into you later.
Okay, so Abba will brace himself.
Okay, you be braced, and I will
run into me later.
And I will run into you.
I will be prepared.
Not literally run into you, but we'll meet again because we live in the same house, figuratively.
This is a really big house, though.
It is a big house, but you know what? I'll see you later, bub.
I mean, also you do like you guys do kind of like interact often, so you would know where to find each other.
Can I say how much I already love Amazon? I love this character so much.
All right, so Kyle's gonna go talk to Boss Hog. What is Demeter doing, Jeremy?
She's tracking down Jethro.
All right, so Yurik, Boss Hog, Demeter's gonna go talk to Jethro about what? Batteries. Chris, what is Gasper doing?
Me and Titus are going to go see if we can catch a rat.
Okay. Brian. what is Yorick planning? Or I'm sorry, what is Abazabad planning on doing?
Abazaba is going to go follow around Samson to see what lies he is spreading about the Elder so that he can try to stop Samson from making a play for eldership.
Okay. All right. Kyle, so you go to talk to Boss Hog, and he's kind of off, like, and they're beginning to set up the rotating shift for, going out and looking for food, stuff like that. And you see him kind of like talking with some of the other people, like Samson, for example, is there because he's kind of in charge of the whatchamacallits, the chroniclers. Yeah, so Samson's kind of the quote leader of the chroniclers, and so they're kind of setting up like rotating shifts of different groups to figure out like people's specialties and like what groups would mesh best, and like people that already kind of like hang out. So like the four of you, for example, they'd be like, all right, well, obviously these four, but you see them all talking right now and kind of setting that up.
Hoggy, my friend. Hey, how's you seem to have kind of taken charge here in all this. I mean, my goodness, the opportunist ever you.
Not so much taking charge, just trying to, get everyone
no.
moving towards a common goal.
Sainthood, I completely agree with everything you're doing.
No. You guys got this? Okay. And he walks over towards you.
So where does a puzzle piece like me fit into all this?
Well, I mean, we had you and your other friends that you're usually with, in a group, I assumed.
Yeah, lots of friends. Got plenty of them, yeah. But I don't know that I want to be traipsing out in the getting killed places.
Well, it's not. I mean, everyone's gonna have to, pitch in. That's the plan. I mean, even I'm gonna be on the rotation.
Yeah, completely holding my own. Absolutely, I'm with you. Not really wanting to venture very far. So.
Well, I mean,
like an administrative position.
I mean, we're not so much like mapping out where everyone's going, but it's more so we can figure out, wherever, where people go, and then where we need to check next, and figure out the area. I mean, we've only recently started exploring out away from the Ark in the first place.
Yeah, whole new areas and all kinds of things for finding new things. But like, so.
I mean, the old world is all out there still, and there's we still need to bring in more artifacts.
Yeah, that would be great. Getting hands on some artifacts, absolutely. I mean, everybody getting hands on artifacts, completely agree.
Exactly. Some of it goes to the Dawn Vault with the collectors, and some of it doesn't need to.
What does one have to do to work it? Said Dawn Vault, and kind of help with all that stuff.
Well, I mean, your buddy Abazaba is one of those people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'd like to, I'd like to be more helpful, but also not be in the way of death.
Well, that's, why you let other people go actually do the death thing. But, if you find stuff, the only way to have stuff is to be there when stuff is found.
Or to help people who need to get stuff and people that have stuff.
I mean, ultimately, it's up to you on what your character does. So.
I'm just saying, if you need me for anything, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, let me know. But I don't know that we're volunteering to go out into the abyss unless like you're hearing this somewhere really neat.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's less about volunteering and more about we're rotating shifts. So.
All right, I was just checking. I wasn't real sure. I just wanted to check in with you, see how things are going.
Yeah.
Good luck with all this. Thank goodness you're up.
I appreciate you volunteering.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right,
and
Hoggy.
we're first.
Hoggy, you have a good one. Hoggy there. Just, send a courier. Let me know what's going on here.
All right. Chris, you guys were off looking for a rat.
Yeah, they hunt rats as part of the dog eats and finds water and food on his own. So that's kind of what he eats. And, Gasper eats a little bit of rat too, because he just burns it. Gets rid of the bacteria.
All right, so we see Gasper and Titus eating some rat meat. This one little rat that they were able to find.
He looks over at Titus. He's like, "They're talking about going outside, Titus. Maybe we can find all kinds of other stuff for us to eat instead of these stupid rats. You do a good job hunting them, though, and this could be fun, maybe. Except, better if we just went ourselves, but it's probably not safe. Well, it could be fun, right?"
Cut away and we see Demeter going to talk to Jethro.
Jethro, hey, that water pump, I got it fixed. It's for the moat, so we can get the water going.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Batteries died.
Yeah, I don't think those ones are rechargeable. I don't have any other batteries.
Oh God, dude. Seriously, you don't have any other batteries? Like nothing.
At the moment I don't have any other batteries.
The fucking noise is killing me. Like I gotta have that, like, just to drown everything else out.
I mean, if I hear of anyone finding batteries out there, they're going to be sending people out looking for food. People are probably going to find other things. So if I hear of anyone finding batteries, I'll spread the word to, let me know.
Look, if you find the rechargeable ones or even any kind of power source, like I can try to rig something up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. Fucking wires and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, seriously though, this is dire. I can't fucking focus because of all the fucking rats scurrying around and that fucking dog. Do you know how far I can hear that dog? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I hate it. It's just this wet, like, smacking noise. Oh God.
We hear this wet smacking noise and we see the dog like chewing on some rat meat. Like on the other side of the field.
You don't hear him now? Look, we're all looking for food and I'm looking at Titus. You know what I'm saying?
We cut away. We see Samson and Boss Hogg's back over there with Samson, and they're, talking to people, and they're like, jotting down some names, and they're setting up groups basically. It's like, no, you don't need to worry. The elder he's not well. He's resting right now. When he awakens, we'll be able to further assess how he's doing, and then go from there. Maybe we'll be able to find some medicines out there or something else to help him. But he's old, and we're worried. And we see Abba Zaba kind of following behind.
Like, very closely. Ridiculously, like... And he's trying to sneak, but he's not doing a great job of it.
It's just creepy as hell following this dude around.
Can I help you, Abba Zaba?
And when that happens, Abba Zaba takes his right hand and puts it real hard up against his ear. And he's like, you are so strong. You are... Abba Zaba thinks you are strong. And Abba Zaba thinks you are doing good as leader. And Abba Zaba would like to help you with plan, but Abba Zaba needs to know what plan is.
Were you at the meeting? The plan is
Abba Zaba knows the meeting was not a plan. Abba Zaba wants to know real plan.
That is the real plan.
Abba Zaba knows that that's not real plan. You have to speak louder. Abba Zaba knows it's not real plan.
So Abba Zaba hears voices?
Abba Zaba knows it's not real plan.
No, this is the GM asking. This is the GM, Brian, asking. Because I'm not going to play a character that talks to Abba Zaba that way. In the third person.
Abba Zaba always refers to himself in the third person. And Abba Zaba has a man named Oz that lives in his right trigger finger.
Brian, that man named Oz in your right trigger finger that's in your ear starts saying, kill the elder.
But the elder helps us.
Kill
The elder employs us.
the elder.
Okay.
And then Samson's like, Abba Zaba, what about the elder?
Abba Zaba has business to attend to.
Kill the elder!
Abba Zaba has to go.
Oh, fuck, this is way off the rails. We haven't gotten anywhere yet.
I'm going to find Gasper. I'm going to look after.
Okay.
Where will I find Gasper? Where is Gasper at?
Sure. You cut away. We see you meet up with Gasper.
Gasper? All right.
Hey, Eric.
I got good news and I got bad news. I don't really know what the good news is. The bad news is I may have volunteered us to go on a watch. Don't know how that happened. But, yeah.
Isn't everybody going?
Yeah, but I think we're going sooner than we wanted to. I think we can use this to our advantage, though. I think the only way we need resources. We need to just establish ourselves as useful, so we don't fall by the wayside here. I mean, but do you think?
Yeah, but everything that we get's going to go to the whole group.
Not everything that we get. Some of what we get is going to go to the community. I'm saying not everything goes, but that's something we'll discuss when we find what's out there. Here's the thing, though. Can we survive? What do we need? So we come back alive. I mean, we got a dog.
Yeah, I was going to go see Mikey and see what her plan is, or what their plan is, and you know, maybe we'll have a better idea of what's out there, because they've been a handler for a long time and helped me train Titus here. So I'm hoping when we get out there, we can find, you know, use his tracking and sense of smell to find food.
Yeah, well, we're still here early in the morning. I think we need to head out here in the next few hours so we don't get caught in the dark. So I say we Randall up Abba. I say we force Gasper, we force you, we force Demeter, everybody to kind of let's bond together, find a group. If we can convince Toad to come with us, I think we need to stick together and see what we can find out there. See if this is something we can figure out. But I mean, can I count on you?
I mean, yeah, we'll show up. What else are we gonna do?
Hide?
Everybody's got to eat, man.
Nah, I don't really have to. But yeah, I see what you say.
I'm in with whatever. You know.
Oh, all right.
We stick with you.
Yeah,
we stick with you.
All right, let's grab the other two. Let's get a plan and let's see what we can find. I mean, the more I think about this, the more I kind of want to get out of this for a second.
I don't think Abba's gonna leave.
I think all we have to do is point and say there's something shiny, and Abba's gonna go. Okay? Or we just say, I heard that the elder said we should go, and he's gonna go. Okay? So let's gather everybody up. Let's find out what we need, and let's head out.
You haven't talked to them yet?
Nah, I came to you first, buddy. Came right to you.
Okay. I don't know if they're going to do it, but I'm good with it.
I mean, we got to do something. We can't just sit on our hands.
And we will head towards Demeter.
Okay. What's Demeter doing?
She's on her way back to the scoreboard. She's gonna go back and work on something else. I don't know what.
Abba Zaba is shuffling in a panic to also get to the scoreboard, hoping to find Demeter.
The little guy in your finger, Brian, is quiet right now.
Hey, Demeter.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Rumor is you're looking for some batteries or something, or power, or something like that.
How do you always hear these things? Jeez.
Little birdie might have told me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You've got delusions of finding stuff. I think we got to go out and try to find some things on our own. I don't think we can just wait for things to come to us anymore.
Yeah, I can't go without those batteries.
And again, I want you to be happy, and I think we can make it happen. I think we gang together.
Just hold on, Gasper.
All right,
can you do anything to shut that fucking dog up?
I can't even get him to wash the dog, let alone shut it up. But I mean, we can try.
He's not barking or anything. He's doing just fine.
You don't hear that like noise? Oh my God!
He's a dog.
About this point, Abba Zaba shows up.
Hey, Abba.
That dog! I swear, like it just
you're not gonna be complaining when he protects you if I let him.
Demeter, I am metaphorically running into you now.
No, it's not really a metaphor. That's not how metaphors work. It's you're
okay. So Abba Zaba said literally.
Figuratively.
Okay.
Figuratively running into people. Okay,
hold on. Let me write that down. Figuratively run into Demeter. Yes. Abba Zaba needs Abba Zaba needs you to make something for me.
What do you need me to make?
Something that helps Abba Zaba Abba Zaba doesn't want to lie. Abba Zaba
Tell
needs
the truth, man.
Abba Zaba needs something to make it look like somebody died accidentally. That's what Abba Zaba needs. Yes.
Good, Abba. What the heck?
Abba, no.
I told you I hear your things.
Abba, no.
Abba Zaba needs it to look like accident. Demeter can make it. Demeter makes everything.
You're right.
Abba, no.
Greasy Steve first.
Abba, no. Come on, man.
First. Greasy Steve.
We already discussed this though. Abba Zaba needs
Greasy Steve first.
We didn't discuss anything yet.
Yeah, what have you two been talking about without us?
Abba Zaba becomes elder. We make water. You make something that makes things look like accident. Abba Zaba needs that.
Oh, he's talking about poison.
I told you he was crazy.
Sorry.
Poison. Abba Zaba needs poison.
Yeah. Well,
For
I
who,
mean,
Abba?
I can maybe find something if you need it.
Abba Zaba feels like it would be better if everyone doesn't know who.
Demeter, I think this is one of those things where we can just start naming people when we hear it.
Maybe that's why the elder's sick. Did you poison him already?
Abba Zaba did nothing to lead her.
Abba. Noted. All right.
All of a sudden, you guys hear a scream. Like down third baseline. And you see a whole bunch of people running towards that direction.
Demeter's going to take off running. She's at least curious as to what's going on.
So you guys get over there and you find like a whole bunch of people are gathered around, and there's one of the mutants. I don't have a name for this person, but you guys would know who this is, right? Let's say somebody give me a name.
Gilly.
Gilly is beaten to a pulp, like just like head smashed in, like someone has just decimated this person, and there's like blood fucking everywhere, and their head's been crushed by something from your concession stand area, Chris. Like the soda machine thing was just like blam, like smashed on, and then they're out in the open away from it, so it's not like the thing accidentally fell, you know what I mean? Someone picked it up and fucking smashed it on there.
And that was part of our front door.
Okay, this is getting out of hand. Like, we gotta do something about this. People are starting to get at each other's throats.
I'll get down and pretend to like take a pulse to see if they're alive still.
Roll the heal check. Is it heal check? Is that what
It
that's
is
called
heal.
on this one? Yeah.
Let's see, a heal check. I have a 5 total.
Right, I'll roll it.
So what does that mean?
What is your attribute? Empathy.
Empathy. I have 0 in the skill and 5 total.
All right, so then you
So
roll 5
5.
attribute dice.
Yeah,
which are
fire-based
what
dice.
color?
Yellow.
Well, that's what I had in my hand.
There you go.
I got 1 success.
Yeah, there's no pulse.
Yeah, that's no
100% dead.
While I've got 1 finger on this, I am checking the pockets with the other hand.
Nothing on him. Nothing on him. Gilly was... Gilly didn't have anything.
I think, guys, I think this is a murder and maybe even a robbery. It appears they took everything.
Over here! And you hear them like calling out like another group like down the way a little bit further down the third base line, like in the stands still. But like down the ways a little ways. I said, she's over here! She's over here! And you see everyone starting to kind of go that direction.
Do we want to check it out, or do we want to get out of here before we're next?
And give me another name other than Gilly.
Marky.
Marky? It's Marky! Marky!
Gilly and Maki.
What the hell's going on here?
I don't know. They're saying Marky. They're chasing Marky down, but Gilly got their head smashed in.
And you guys look and you actually see Marky sitting on the ground down there, just like covered in blood. She's just rocking.
Maki, what happened? What happened? What did you do?
Are you guys going to go down there and kind of...
Yes.
Yeah, I thought we were... Sorry.
That's, you know.
Yep, sorry.
So you guys go down and you see Marky sitting there. She's just rocking back and forth. And she's like, they told me. It told me to do it. It told me to do it.
Okay, who told you to do it? Who?
It told... Shut up. And you see her just talking to like the air. She's like, I had to do it.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Brian. This looks familiar, Brian.
Abba would go up and grab her face and go, Tell Abba what you know.
It wanted me to kill. It wanted me to kill him.
Abba needs to know what you know.
He told me to kill him. Shut up. And she puts her hand to her ear, just like you do. And she's like, no.
Boss Hog. We're going to volunteer to go on the next rotation to go find food.
And
Who's next? We'll go.
Brian, what's the voice's name again?
Oz.
And I will grab Abba and
Come on, let's get you away here. It's been a long day. There's a lot going on. Just come on.
Well, you guys wanted to.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah. We'll go. We'll go.
Marky has information for Abba. Marky knows things.
No, Abba. Hey, I'm gonna need you, Abba, over here.
She puts her finger up on her ear. She's like,
No. He only talks to me. No, Marky.
Us.
No.
Us.
If you or someone you love is struggling with combat-related PTSD, please call 877-717-7873. Again, that number is 877-717-PTSD. Or you can visit online ptsdusa.org. That's PTSD Foundation of America. If you call, you'll be immediately connected to a combat veteran who understands those experiences. And if you go to the website, they have in-person groups scattered throughout the United States. And if there isn't a peer group near you, they have online peer groups. Again, that's PTSD Foundation of America. If you're struggling, you don't have to go it alone.